The Light by hydrangea83, read by Karika. Summary: Bomb has a nightmare and discovers his light. Bomb tossed in his sleep, brows furrowed and eyes flickered under closed lids as cold sweat dampened chestnut locks. A crumpled blanket dangled from the foot of his bed. Like many nights before, he found himself trapped in the Sandman's realm, surrounded by an inky black darkness. Unable to wake from that broken dream, he hated the way it reminded him of that dark cave that held him captive for a long time. And he was running for dear life from what he couldn't remember, stumbling over unseen objects that scraped his knees and branches that lacerated his skin. Was he in a forest? That hurt, he grunted as he got back on his feet. His lips tasted like copper. He gasped as breath was stolen from his burning lungs by cold tendrils of gloomy mist. He has already lost track of how many times he fell, or how many times he got back on his feet, even though it was painful. There were things he feared worse than death, yet all that was consuming him then was a deep sense of urgency. Anywhere else was better than here. There must be a way out. There has to be an end to this madness. Then, after what seemed like an unbearable millennia, he saw an anomaly in that murky abyss. Tonight, something broke the continuity of the endless black. A star? A small yet unyielding twinkle in the frightful dark. And he ran towards that hope. Who? In the dream, he squinted against a cold glow so soft yet so radiant, surprised at brilliant blue eyes that mocked sapphires. I am the light. In the center stood an ethereal creature, proud and arrogant, long pale blue hair flowing down a paler neck, framing an unbearably beautiful face. But no angel would bear that playful smirk. A sprite? A demon? I am the light who harbors your darkness, the light who lays bare all of your insecurities and inadequacies, who exposes your weaknesses so you may find in them strength, the will to pursue the top of the tower no matter the cost or consequence, the light who will bind those who stand in your way and orchestrate their fall like moths to a scorching flame. I can be your light, and I will guide you to victory with eyes wide open. I will burn every instance of spilt blood and sacrifice in your memory lest you forget, so that when all is done, the tower stripped, the corpses burned, the ashes cold, and you stand at the fabled zenith to find the answer to your desire, you can stand firm and face yourself without any regrets. The being paused as if to let Bomb mull his words. Or you can forget about all of this and leave everything behind. He gestured behind him where a door was almost hidden in the darkness. It didn't look grand nor special. It was just a dusty old wooden door. Now, what will you do? There is the exit Bomb has been looking for all this time, the end to this misery. His sought for escape. Yet Bomb stared entranced at that familiar face and tried to remember things dreams leave hidden and forgotten, like the loneliness that used to accompany him like a shadow, like that voice who always called his name, the same one who promised to help him climb the highest floor. That voice was insistent, sometimes gentle, sometimes desperate, but it was always there. He reached for the light and let himself be wrapped until all he could sense was its brilliance, and despite its icy aura, he felt warm. Golden eyes fluttered open and squinted in the morning light. Too bright, thought Bomb. There, standing by the window as he opened the drapes, was Kuhn. Silvery light blue hair suffused by brilliant rays of sun, bleaching them almost white. Thick blue lashes threw shadows on his cheeks as he looked down on the ribbon he was using to secure the curtains. As if realizing his gaze, the young man turned. Bomb? Thoughtful blue eyes scanned him as he steadied his breath and noted the dark shadows under his eyes. Stay in bed. I will bring you breakfast, he said as he stepped lightly towards the door. Bomb nodded, grateful for the gesture. He will never get used to the butterflies that danced in his stomach when their eyes meet, nor the little things so generously done to ensure his comfort. Kun? The young man stopped, long graceful fingers reaching for the door. What is it, Bomb? Thank you. Kun studied him carefully and let a small smile soften his pale countenance. I'll be right back. The door closed quietly. Bomb lay back down on the pillows and breathed out a long sigh. My light, he whispered to the sun-filled room. The words tasted sweet,